William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. We're going to sleep.
Umar Ahmed, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're in New York City, joined by the Cobra. Carl, how was your wedding firstly? All go to plan?
Yeah, very good. Missed the flight going out there, which is a bit of drama.
Oh.
I didn't need. Probably took a few years off my life, to be honest, with the stress and the trauma. But we got there in the end. I left my house at 2 a.m. Wednesday, and I got to Rome at 4 a.m. Thursday, so 26 hours. It was a long old journey with 3 kids. But my mistake, missed the flight by 5 minutes. Ryanair are absolute dog shite, which everyone knows anyway. But we had no choice but to fly with them from Stansted. So yeah, we got there. The sun came out for the ceremony. Beautiful day.
Okay, well congratulations mate.
Thank you. Marvellous Marvin. Yeah, I did. Saw him at the lounge in Heathrow Airport. It was good, we had a little chat. I met him a couple of times before.
Alright.
I mentioned Sugar Ray Leonard to him, that was a mistake. Bloody hell, I don't like him, does he? But no, we had a little chat and yeah, saw the picture on Instagram.
Would you have been too big, too strong for him?
I looked a bit bigger for him, didn't I? On that picture. But no, he was some fighter, he was. Come forward, Bruce. He probably tore me apart, wasn't he? He's big, strong, middleweight. But yeah, I was super middleweight, so different weights, but what a fighter. Him and Thomas Hearns and Duran and that. What an era that was. Fantastic.
Talking about history, 5 years ago today, the infamous night.
Certainly was, yeah. Been looking at my Twitter page, haven't you, my Instagram?
No, I was there, so...
Yeah, true. That's amazing, 5 years ago. Rob McCracken's birthday as well, my brother's birthday today, 31st of May. But no, it's amazing, 5 years have gone by so quick. One night we made history, and where boxing is now, following on from that. I'm not saying we're responsible for the whole, the way boxing's worked out, but boxing's flying at the minute. And I like to think that me and George Groves played a part in that.
Did you see his comments today, George Groves?
I didn't know.
Let me get him up.
What, following on from my message, or just in general?
I'm going to read it out.
5 years ago today, I had a little crack at history. I took a long time to fully recover from falling short. After hanging on in there, I finally achieved my goal and can be happy as PS. Fuck it. I still believe I'm better than Frutch. Lucky fucker. Fair enough. I mean, he got hit with a right hand. It was one shot. It flattened him, so in his head he can justify it as being lucky, but obviously I threw the punch. I knew where it was landing when I threw it, and it landed. So I've got no beef with Groves. He took his licks and he got himself up off the floor, and he then became world champion. He then went in the Super Series and he made a good account of himself. So you got to give him a lot of credit. I admire him for fighting on in the face of what he went through. With the first defeat, which was obviously a little bit controversial, then the knockout at Wembley, to pick himself up. And he lost to Badou Jack. Did he lose to Badou Jack? Was it a draw?
No, he lost to Badou Jack.
Yeah, he lost to Badou Jack. I mean, that was a close fight that he could have won.
The girl drew with Badou Jack.
Badou Jack was some fighter as well.
Yeah,
so,
quality.
Yeah, fair play to Groves. I can't give him any stick. I mean, you can call me a lucky fucker for knocking him out if you want. Still, I mean, I got the knockout win. Landed the shot, I threw the punch. So
do you think he'd have any interest in Frotch goes free?
Would he?
Yeah.
I think he would, yeah. I heard a whisper that he'd be up for it a few weeks ago.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Carl, I do want to ask you about tomorrow night. Sense an upset coming at all?
No, I don't think Ruiz is not good enough. AJ's too good for him. He's just too big, too strong, rangy. He's getting better and better every fight. And I know you can't judge a book by its cover in terms of the physical wreck that Ruiz looks, because he does look like a physical wreck. But you can't judge him on that because he's been 12 rounds at a pace of decent fighters. He had a close loss to Joseph Parker, and many thought that he won. But I just think if you put somebody who looks like that, and although he's had performances and he's been 12 rounds, you put someone like him against somebody who looks and performs and trains so meticulously as Anthony Joshua, the results, if he fights him 10 times, he loses 10 times. Ruiz, he gets beat.
Carl, last one, we've just seen Wilder Ortiz 2 announced. Are you kind of getting frustrated? Fans are frustrated that we're not getting a top 3 fight each other. Obviously we had Wilder Fury, but the rematch didn't happen. Now it looks like Joshua Wilder won't happen until at least next year.
Yeah.
Are you frustrated?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, but I know the game and I know how it works, and TV divides, promotional divides. Fighters not really wanting the fight, talking a good one, but taking big lumps of money elsewhere. Why take the risky fight now? It's still going to be there. We see it with Mayweather and Pacquiao for 5 years. It dragged on. Eventually, it happened. So the fans, unfortunately, will have to wait for the big fights to happen. We want to see AJ, Wilder. We want Fury in the mix between them. Maybe Fury fights Wilder again first, and then AJ fights the winner. But if you thought that was going to happen soon, then you will be disappointed. But I never thought it was going to happen, so I'm not really that disappointed. I'm realistic. AJ, where does he go after this? I'm not sure.
Probably a mandatory defence against Pulev.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, the fans are going to start to get upset with that. They're probably going to want to see him fight Dylan White worse ways. But we'll have to wait and see. Well, I'm not frustrated.
All right, Carl Froch, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and once again, congrats on the wedding.
Thank you very much.
William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. We're going to sleep.